The expert panel concluded that there was collusion amongst the government, nuclear regulators and plant operators. The report, commissioned by the Japanese parliament, also blamed cultural conventions for the damage to 3 reactors caused by a tsunami on the 11th of March last year. In particular, it highlighted the traditional reluctance to question authority. The panel also pointed to problems in the response of plant operator Tokyo Electric Power Company, known as TEPCO, then Prime Minister Naoto Kan. He was forced to resign last year after heavy criticism of his handling of the disaster. The report by experts, one of 3 panels looking into the Fukushima disaster, is the first of its kind. It follows a 6-month investigation involving more than 900 hours of hearings and interviews with more than 1,000 people. It was issued just as nuclear power was reintroduced into Japan's power grid for the first time since a state of emergency was declared in the region. Many of the shocking details of the disaster have already been made public, but this report carried more weight as it was commissioned by Parliament. It specifically highlighted operator TEPCO's failure to prepare for a massive tsunami and a chaotic response by the government. The report pointed to numerous missed opportunities to take steps to prevent the disaster, citing amongst others lobbying by the nuclear power companies. It also criticised a so-called safety myth mindset that permeated the industry and the regulatory regime. It said this accounted for a distinct failure to sufficiently prepare for such a disaster. TEPCO came under heavy criticism in the report, including for putting cost-cutting steps ahead of safety, as nuclear power became less profitable over the years. The panel accused the company of only paying lip service to safety measures. In a report on its own internal investigation issued last month, TEPCO denied responsibility, saying the big unforeseen tsunami was to blame, although it admitted that in hindsight it was insufficiently prepared. TEPCO, struggling under huge costs for compensation, the cleanup and reactor decommissioning, was effectively nationalised last month with a 1 trillion yen injection of public funds.